So, in conclusion, we can look at Dryden as the first liberal classical critic, the very first champion of liberal classical criticism, and he believed and he strongly advocated that the function of poetry should be first to delight and then to instruct. It is important that people get entertained. People's emotions stir when they read good poetry, when they watch a good play being performed, rather than getting an insight or a psychological kind of understanding of a character. He said that could be secondary, but the primary function should always be to delight. He valued the aesthetic element in poetry greatly, and he equated poetry and art to beauty. And he believed that, and in this he came very close to the ancients. He believed that poetry, literature, plays, in fact, are a better version of reality. So it's not as if the writer presents reality as it is, but the writer shapes reality, orders certain events, transforms them to make them more appealing, and then presents this better version, this more refined version of reality to the audience. And in fact, he directly, there are some of his quotes on the slide, as you can see. He directly refutes the idea that the modern playwrights should adhere to whatever was proposed by the ancients and whatever was being followed by the French playwrights, because according to him, it is not enough that Aristotle has said so. For Aristotle drew his models of tragedy from Sophocles and Euripides, and if he had seen ours, might have changed his mind. So Dryden was a person who believed changing with changing times. He believed in contemporarizing principles, in contemporarizing rules. He was a very progressive thinker. He was a modern critic for his age and for his times. And he definitely feels that what pleased the Greeks would not have satisfied an English audience. So here he believes that one needs to understand the pulse of the reader, one needs to understand the pulse of the viewer and the audience, and then create works that could cater to changing tastes and changing times.